But as you can see, Nigel drawing the S, and he is poised to strike right here with a massive bingo. After this play, we're for 22. Nigel's already going to be up 43, and now he is about to tack on a huge bingo here. This could be it.
I think one of the only ways after this that John can get back in the game is if he bingos immediately or if he draws and knows the ATH extension to leisure.
Is that valid? That's amazing. Athleisure. It is valid in this dictionary. That's amazing. And I almost hope that Nigel draws it. Please let Nigel play athleisure in this game. That would be insane. Oh, okay. Nicely spotted by Nigel, who moves up to 350 to 224, and I just am praying to see the H. Yes, the T. Oh. He just needs one of the A's. Come on. He got the two hardest ones.
Oh.
All right, folks. He's close. If there isn't a good play using the H, I guarantee that he'll find something good that uses the C and the Y and some of the other stuff. And try to go for it. But it might just be the case that there isn't anything good. I'm just wondering, is there like a good play? Yeah, he's going to play Shay to that Z, and the dream will be dead. Dang
the dream will not be dead because he will play Oyez to it instead and leave the TH.
Oh, this would be amazing. That's true. He will play this play instead. Leaving TH, it's significantly better leaving the CH combination left over. So our dream is alive. Athleisure. We really have a great chance of seeing that, don't we, Rafi? With 4 A's still unseen. One of them finds its way onto John's rack, along with the second blank. There you go. This is just a better play than Shay. It's just a much better leave after this. So I don't think this is proof that Nigel sees athleisure, but I guess we'll find out.
And there's the A. He has drawn the A. And if it is not, I think there is a decent chance it will come down. But he has the V as well. So he actually might pass it up in order to play a play that uses the annoying V.
Tiles, right? Can we watch his tiles? Oh, he's getting ready to play just vector, which is probably a better play, unfortunately. Maybe it would be cool if he had drawn something like ATHZ. That would be cool, right? Because then he could set his Z up by playing athleisure. That would be among the most epic Nigel setups ever. Not to be in this game.
The game is far from over, but he does need to find a way to score well with the J right now, which might end up taking away the athleisure spot if he ends up playing Jade and making EL.
It does seem reasonable that he might play Jade there, but a lot of people in chat, Rafi, pointing out correctly that Vector here redraws athleisure a lot with all the T's to come.
So we may end up still seeing it. That would be amazing.
He has Jade set up. I wonder if he's going to play it here or here. Seems very, very similar between the two. You get 4 more points playing it here. So if John plays it parallel to leisure, it would strictly be to keep some of the letters at the top of the board open. If he's going for points, he will leave it open.
I don't know. Maybe that's the way to go.
Just jag down low for only 19. So John is going to play down low in an effort to obstruct nothing that is currently open on the board. So for the record, Vector is about 1.5 equity point ahead of athleisure before simulation. Vector sims significantly ahead of it once you start simming, likely because just keeping rather than CEOV is significantly better, more flexible. So we are going to see vector go down. This is the correct play by Nigel, as you would expect. And I guess we'll find out if he gets another T here, and maybe athleisure starts to become a more actually good play, Rafi.
Given that the game is probably over, playing athleisure seems like the biggest thing that we have to root for at this point. Yeah, John's chances of winning are almost nothing at this point, so we might just be trying to root for athleisure to come down.
Yeah, it's tough though because he has the Q now. So Nigel may be thinking, all right, well, obviously I just have to play cat, QAT, wherever I can, wherever that goes down. That might be the play. Maybe there will be some other idea. And again, I suppose he could, if he keeps AH, he could continue to redraw the last T. There would be one final T to give us a chance at it. Oh, goodbye. Goodbye, athleisure. Oh, well.
It is not over yet. If it gets paralleled with ED,
yeah.
and it is still possible.
True.
But a lot needs to happen.
Yeah, EDH, a valid word. We've seen it a couple times on stream so far. So we would need to see somehow this spot stay open, Nigel keep the H, and then see the E go down here, and that would open athleisure up. And ironically, or maybe not ironically, that E being in this spot would then make athleisure significantly better of a play. You would be getting way more points for putting the H there. So the dream is not completely dead, but it's pretty close.
Nigel plays Aqua between the A and U in Metanoia and Ramulos, and then John Bingo is putting an E there. He will play athleisure. Oh my god.
Oh, that's amazing. I didn't see Aqua. He has a great play keeping all the same letters. So now the question becomes, what, if anything, could John play? I don't really think he has, amazingly, a bingo that puts an E there, sadly. So, all right, it's going to be unfasten with a blank.
It's going to happen. It's going to happen. He's going to be V stuck, and Nigel's going to set it up.
Oh, V stuck. Oh my God. That's unbelievable. We are about to see it, folks. Oh my God. Let's see what he does. Maybe not. I mean, is there any way? What is he going to do? How can he pull this off? He's just got to block this spot, I believe.
He has to play. Oh, but he can't block it with the R because it makes Vrow, and he can't block it with the E because it makes Av. How can he might not be able to do it.
Wow. Is that really true?
No, how? He can't. He has to play A-R-E. R and O-W-E is, I think, his only way of doing it. Then he can play and set up athleisure, and it will be the best endgame in the history of Scrabble ever played.
If he does this, this would be so sick. God, the only person who you could really ever expect to figure this out. I guess maybe not the only person, right? If you're thinking about athleisure the whole game, maybe you could puzzle this out. But this is an extremely high degree of difficulty endgame to get right from a theoretical standpoint. He certainly is going to know to V-stick here, right, Rafi? That much is clear. I think he's going to figure out how to do that.
He was kind of moving his head back and forth. I think he's like, this is a pretty interesting puzzle. I'm going to figure out how to V-stick him, and then maybe I can play athleisure. He just had this really, really curious head move to him that is like, oh, this is fun.
If ever there was an end game where you had any doubt, I hate to say this because it is Nigel, but this is insane to puzzle all this out. Just to make clear, John has one spot for the V. If Nigel tries to block this, so he needs to retain the following letters, A, T, H, E at minimum. So you cannot use these 4 letters. You have to figure out how to block this spot with these 3, keeping heat on your rack. So that becomes the issue. You've got ERO. If you play your R, vrow is a valid word, not good enough. If you play your E, ave is a word, not good enough. That lets him go out with the E. There's no way to play the O. This is, well, this, even if this were playable in this lexicon, it would give a vo. So it doesn't matter. The only way to pull it off is this, A-R-E. The thing about this is there are many ways to block the V if you use these other letters, right? Definitely doable. You could play your T, that would do it. You could play your H, that would do it. Many ways to block it. If Nigel uses his R's and he has them,
my hands are on my head in awe right now. I cannot believe that he's going to do this. And our dream is happening in the best way possible. Wow. We were hoping for this, and it happened in an even more miraculous way than we could have prayed for.
I really do feel for John here. At the same time, if I'm in his chair right now, I'm just tipping my cap. As soon as I see all of this unfold, and John is going to have to pass. He has no valid moves. He has already passed. Nigel is now thinking of what he needs to do. There we go.
Oh my gosh. Absolutely amazing. And I thought there was like a 1% chance that he wasn't going to come up with the combo. I mean, let's see if he cracks a smile.
Yeah, his body language. This is just so insane. I cannot believe it. What an endgame to clinch victory. He goes ahead and plays it now.
And John just moved his head forward in this, like,
yeah,
what
like,
in the
are
world?
you kidding me? Yeah, are you kidding? He challenges. Why not? You can't play your V. You might as well.
The game, but what an amazing end game by Nigel with the foresight to play Aqua to hold on to the AH combo, the ATH combo. Just absolutely incredible.
This might be the craziest end game I've seen from him ever. And there have been a lot of them, but just the whole build up to this, the fact that this is the game that's clinching tournament victory as well, and that none of this is necessary, right? This is all, he had the game totally locked up. Everything about this is peak, just total peak Nigel.
This is not just peak Nigel. This is peak human.
He does congratulate him on the tournament victory, Rafi, which it seemed like Nigel was not aware would happen if he won this game, which says a lot as well.
Yeah, I think he just didn't know whether John had won or lost the previous game. And for that matter, I don't think he cared. I think he just was going into the game trying to play his best and win. And afterward, he would see the standings and determine whether he had won the tournament or not. And now he has the opportunity to go off and have potentially some athleisure of himself. Maybe he'll go for a nice little bike ride. He is known to be an amazing biker. Yeah, athleisure. That will be the word of the tournament and potentially the word of the year.
Yeah, totally stunning. One of the craziest end games you could ever hope to see. That's the beauty of Scrabble live streaming, folks. I hope you all felt the magic of that moment that we tried to convey. Seems like you all did. Just a banger to end all Scrabble bangers. Insane game through and through. But finishing with one of the craziest end games I've ever seen in the game that clinches victory for Nigel Richards at the 2025 World Cup. That is just peak Scrabble cinema, folks. Very privileged to get to watch that with you, Rafi.